The check engine light came on, so I began diagnosing the issue to determine the root cause. Using a scan tool, I checked for trouble codes and found P0304, cylinder 4 Misfire Detected's core. To understand the problem better, I used the scan tool to monitor live data with the engine running at idle. As I observed, the misfire counts for cylinder 4 steadily increased, confirming there was an issue specific to that cylinder. Next, I inspected the ignition coil number 4 wiring harness and connector for any signs of damage, loose connections or corrosion. However, I didn't find any concerns in this area. To dig deeper, I performed electrical tests. With the key in the on position and the engine off, I used a multimeter to check for voltage and ground at the ignition coil number 4 connector. Both were present, which ruled out a problem in the wiring or power supply. Then, I measured the resistance of ignition coil number 4 itself. This is a critical step because ignition coils must operate within specific resistance values to function correctly. The resistance I measured was outside the manufacturer's specifications, indicating that the ignition coil was faulty. While diagnosing the ignition issue, I also removed the spark plugs for inspection. I noticed they were heavily worn, which is common in cases of misfires. Worn spark plugs can create additional stress on the ignition system and reduce engine performance, so they also needed to be replaced. To resolve the issue, I replaced the faulty ignition coil number 4 and installed a new set of spark plugs. After the repair, I cleared the trouble codes from the vehicle's computer system and performed a road test to ensure everything was working properly. During the test drive, the check engine light remained off and no new fault codes appeared, confirming the repair was successful.